That tune is something. I can't figure out what it is. Anybody know that tune? Son of a gun. Some kind of tune. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I think where I'm going to put this where it doesn't break anything. That doesn't mean I'm not going to kick it over later on. Good evening. And we've got a couple people in. I know there's a lot of lies, but I don't care because I'm coming in on my own. What's happening? It's wide open category tonight. And, oh, he's on right now. So, glad to see everybody stopping in. Like I said, wide open category. We got Reds. Reds, you still in here? How you been? There's some life-changing stuff we'll be talking about tonight, like always. Black Friday all over the world. I just had a herd of elephants run through the other room there. Teenage kids are creeps. That's one of the topics tonight. Why do they stomp around like they weigh 500 pounds and they only weigh 120? Does that happen in your house? And here's a dog running in here, scared them. Black Friday, I forgot I worked today, so I did see the backup going into the mall. So that's how I know it's Black Friday. For the shopper, I guess the deals, I haven't think there's more deals online anymore, and Black Friday's kind of fading for the malls and stuff like that. It's kind of picking up for the I guess the online stuff, the Amazons of the world. One of the talking points we'll have tonight is rock movies. I'm not going to make a list. What is people's favorite rock movies? I'm talking about that because the Beatles just put out the Get Back sessions. 6. So Disney's running that, and I'm a Beatles fan, so that's why I was brought that up. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Steve, I'm glad you didn't go through with your YouTube retirement because I know you're putting out videos because I just watched one. Quickies. You're doing quickies, but that's good. I like that big area you have. What I could do with that area. There wouldn't be any new stuff in there, though. eBay seller. What's up? Spinal Tap. That's one. That's a good one. And it's got a. That's one that grows on people. It's becoming Christmas in the foyer. The wife just put up the Christmas wreath. So the fall wreath is officially down. And here at the Humstone Mansion, we are celebrating Christmas. So I'm actually doing outstanding. Had a wonderful year again of yard sailing and picks, and it's over. Now we all are in the winter. It's winter time, fall. I look at Craigslist and I look at the other things, and community yard sales are done. The only thing left is auctions and a couple spotty estate sales. So did you? 4, $50 off. First, that's what they were saying in one of the chats I seen. They were talking about it and complaining because Goodwill didn't give any percent off. Goodwill stink here. I go into them because I'm desperate once in a while just to go in and see if I can buy something. And I pick one thing up when I usually go in, so it's no big deal. What's up, Carl? How you doing? This is a open session tonight. We're gonna just lay back. I know there's a lot of stuff happening out there. There's auctions all over the place. There's list with me chats and all that good stuff. I can't get comfortable. There it is. So, Carl, how you been? I was watching some of your stuff, but I can't hang out there because of work. All I can do is pop in. Oh yeah, those cans, absolutely they will. The three I seen, you had 3 cone tops. Those things go nuts. And I was glad you told me because I remember the picture. There were some flat tops in there that were dynamite too. You don't want to mess with old. If you guys ever see beer cans, and don't buy pull tabs. You got to buy the ones that were either cone top that look like oil cans. Kind of. I could show you what a cone top is, and I might in a bit. But you can't. You got to buy the ones that were like this, 60s and 50s, and them things are through the roof. Through the roof. There is none that. There's none of those cheapies. You know, they're all big time. They're all big time money. Just like buying a boxer. All big time money. Swamp, how you doing? Swamp might find a few down there and out where he's at once in a while, but you can't. Everybody knows what a cone top is, and it's going to go for nutsy money, and it does. Carter P, welcome back. How you been? It's got his new avatar with the Carter P Santa Claus look, so that's cool. Glad to see you stopping in. Carter, I've seen everybody's out, and there's all kinds of things going on. So I know some of them will shut down soon. Some of these guys will talk for 3 hours. Yard sales are over, so I'm just going to do lives for the winter, and people stop in, they stop in. If they don't, oh well. Yeah, Sterling, those pens are good. You know what I left was a whole big bag of dairy. I just picked up a bunch of dairy stuff, and I left a bag of pencils. And I should have known better. Should have known better, and I didn't pick them up. That was a bad mistake. Pencils are worth money. For some reason, somebody wants advertising pencils from 50s, 60s, stuff like that. So, Value Village. So we don't have that here. I think it's in the States, but it's not in Delaware. Right now, we got the Canadian clan in here and a few of the other people. So, Reds, if you're in here, what did you pick up at the Goodwills and stuff today? Any vintage stuff, or you guys just after clothing and all that? So I'm after. When I go in there, I look for. Everybody's always back in the glass section, so there's resellers all around. They don't all have YouTube channels, of course. Probably only a small percentage because they probably get pissed off that people would tell you what to go and get. They want it secret. They want it for themselves. And I don't blame them. Everybody wants to turn a buck their own way. So that's just the way it goes. Tink, tink. So I was talking about rock and roll movies earlier. So what's some good rock and roll movies like The Wall and somebody said Spinal Tap, and that's right. I think it was Reds. This Beatles just put out there deep in the vault hidden stuff, and probably 20 years from now there'll still be some hidden stuff. They filmed everything, that group did. Them and the Stones. The Rolling Stones. So. How's the? I noticed I watched back my last live, and it's like the sound, and I'm getting a lot of breakups. Am I still getting that? Because if I am, I'm going to have to get a microphone. No, I don't want to. The wall. The wall. You like the wall? How about Tommy was a big one. The Who put out The Kids Are All Right. I thought that was a good one. I think Kiss even put out one. It was bad. But if you was a Kiss fan, you didn't care what they put out. You was watching. It was all. I think it came on regular TV too. It wasn't a movie for the movie theaters. I think it was on like UHF at the time. See, you younger guys, there used to be these channels called UHF because you only had 7 stations. You didn't have cable. You didn't have closed circuit TV or satellite TV, any of that good stuff. I'm listing mine. I listed 2 things real quick. I was watching Kat doing something tonight. She has constant sold videos and stuff. She got me motivated to at least list 2 things. So Royal Albert, I've got like 14 of them. So that's what they're going. And tomorrow there's an auction downstate. I might show up unannounced. Might just go. There's a table of teacups there and Royal Alberts or some of them, and they look like there's some Ansleys. I'm wondering what kind of price they're going to go for. Land Shark, how you doing? Good to see you come in. People will be scraggling in and out. I don't expect many people. I know there's shows out there, and the younger crowd's all hanging out and cutting on each other like they always do, and that's good. So there, Midwest Dave. How's the house, Dave? Dave just got a new house. He's rocking again. He's going to put some videos out. He's doing lives. He's eating nasty stuff. And I remember Dave, I haven't seen that Mountain Dew, but I haven't really looked. So I'm going to have to try it out if I see it. Gingerbread Mountain Dew. No, Royal Albert is piercing of the backside. It's Prince Albert piercing of the besides the can. Isn't that some kind of thing men are doing to their private parts, and they call it the Prince Albert? Because I mentioned it, Prince Albert, and somebody had to tell me that, and I said, no, I'm talking about teacup, you knucklehead. So anything that's this, there's always the bizarro world over here. So, and Shark's probably up on that stuff, so he knows. So there you go. Don't know. Shark doesn't know. Steve doesn't know. We'll get with some younger people coming. We'll ask them: is Prince Albert a teacup or self mutilation of the body parts? I know somebody out there will come in and say, or they're lurking right now. They're already saying self mutilation. We have a sick world out there, and we live in it. So there you go. Now he's talking. Royal Albert is a bone china teacup that go for good money. They're easy to ship too. Just put them in a big ass box and bubble wrap the crap out of them. They're not going to break. And the bubble wrap I have, you can play football with the damn package. It's not going to break. So there you go. So the news of the world today. And as I said, I'm going to start doing yard sales are over. And it means it's going to be open chat season. So I'm keeping it on the same channel because I'm not worried too much about right now live channel versus your other channel. 54 items tonight. So there you go. Repeat. You know what? When I listed the 2 items, it took me probably 15 minutes. So it's not all that bad. It's all not doom and gloom when you get to that stuff. What's up, Dad? Dad's Vintage Garage. We've got all the, I don't know, I guess people are just hanging out and lurking. So 54, Dave's a lot of stuff. So you're hitting back into the getting rid of things. If I could go to this auction tomorrow, I think if stuff goes as cheap as the one dude says, I think I could come home with a nice truckload. Trunk. Yeah, Shark, you just do it. I know, Shark. I've seen you live, but it was like at 4 a.m. You and the Missouri fella, John. So who knows? Thrifty Lobster, how you doing? See, these guys used to have a thing on Fridays, and I guess they kind of taking a break. So Thrifty, how you been? Him and Matt and Justin time flipping. It was the lobster, so there you go. So let me ask you something, Steve. Are you done? Are you done with YouTube, or are you going to start doing it again? That is the question. I know he said that he lost his GoPro. He was pissed, and he's done. When I do YouTube, that's probably why I don't get many views, but I just take the damn phone and start viewing. Mine's more like, I know Lobster don't like it, but it is a show and tell. Lobster was one time talking on one of those things, about show and tell, how big your private part is, stuff like that. I was laughing. Actually, it was pretty funny. So, I just do it to show you what I pick up, what I like to pick up. It's not about bragging rights or any of that bullshit. It's all my stuff's about what I pick up, and either I'm damn lucky or I just got a good area to pick stuff up at. So that's how mine always go. Mr. Lobster. That's the California lobster. I was doing the Instagram thing when I was rating food, but I smell something on fire. Put my damn house and burn it down. The hell, that's in my dryer. It's a dryer. Something's going on. But the Instagram thing, I just post pictures and silly things. I haven't tried TikTok. I know. I just haven't tried it. So I like YouTube because I can make little videos and like I said, showing what I'm picking up, what I like to find. When people are, no offense, but when people are picking up new stuff, it's boring to me. And I know it sells, and I'll show it in my videos, but my primary thing is all vintage. That's what I go for. Heidi, how you doing? How you been? I can walk into a thing, and if I seen brand new Nikes in a box, I'm going to buy them for $5, but I'm not happy. When I can find that, that's when I'm going woo 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 woo. I like that stuff. I like this stuff, even though it's went down. That's McCoy. Even though this stuff goes down, typewriters, drunk dummies, stuff like that. That's the stuff I want to pick up. It's fun. It's cool. Hey, Book Bewitched, how you doing? I know she likes vintage because she's always in those those sales, watching that stuff, and I like glass. I always have like glass. Anything old typewriter, glass, all that good stuff. So that's what I like to pick up. So Dave is worn out. So let's all give Dave we'll slow down for Dave. He's did 50. What were you doing? Paper stuff? Just a little bit of everything. I know Dave likes that ephemera. I've got tons and tons of that I haven't even brought out yet. That's what I'm ready to start hitting is the ephemera trail, and that means stuff like, here it goes right here. This is the cool stuff. This is the stuff I want to go with, and that's coming close. I'm close to it. I just don't know what the price of that right now. And you've seen a close up with forehead. If you could have just read my forehead, what would that forecast be? Would it be good? Am I good for next year? There you go. Who reads foreheads? Well, Harry, that line right there is your happy line. So there you go. Movie posters. Were those from the auctions? Mr. Buys a lot. I've seen some of part 2, and Matt's pretty good. He knows his postcards. You guys don't know Jackass Retro, and you want to watch some stuff on postcards and all that goes up. Check him out. I'm telling you, it's worth checking him out, because if you don't want to watch his lives, that's fine. But check out his info on postcards, because he's actually pretty good at them. So. Yeah, that's what the drama part and all that crap I stay away from. I know there's a few wise asses out there that like to pick and like to get things going. And okay, good for you. I'm happy for them. So, Carolina Thrift. Now, how you been, dude? Here's the guy. This guy and another one got me in the golf club. But cool. When I got into golf clubs, I didn't just get into it. Like, I filled the whole vehicle up with it was a one-shot deal. And then it went from there. Now I'll buy them, because I watched Carolina Thrift, and God darn it, I know his name. He's going to kill me when he makes good. These guys make good videos also, and they buy a lot of golf clubs and stuff. And those damn things sell, believe me, and they sell pretty good. So it's worth doing. Yeah, Mr. Good Buys. Miller Lite, bud. Miller Lite. It's less calories, and it tastes great. So did she come in, or got my daughter coming home? She was at the rat race today. She works at the mall. So there she is. What's up? What's up? Did you bring home stink? She works at a place called Lush, if you ever heard of that. And they've got all organic stuff, and the candles she brings home stink. No, you're not. They stink. They actually, oh my God, man. Some of that stuff she brings home. So if you're into organic stuff and the new hippie stuff and all that, that's where my daughter works, in Delaware. And there, I think Lush is all over the country. So there you go. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm blown away. And I think Carolina Flipper and oh my God, Flippin' McFlippin', that's the dude. And I know his name. And those guys are down there in Carolina, where all those golf course, Pinehurst and all those are. So these guys that retire down there are dumping nice golf clubs for even nicer golf clubs. But you can resell what they're dumping for good money, and that's always nice to do. So It's cool. Matter of fact, I think it was Carolina Flipper. I was watching him when he went into he's got a video just not too long ago where he goes into the thrift store and there's a bag behind the counter and he asked what they want for it. And he went out there dancing a jig because they were really high end stuff. So he did very well. So there it is. Evan flipping McFlipperson. That's it. Exactly what it is. He actually makes really good videos. If you're into golf clubs, those two guys, or if you, well, simple as that. Heidi sells them because I watched her. She had a video on cleaning them and then her putting them up for auction. So you can't go wrong. The damn things sell. I've got my eye on them every time anymore. So even though I still like to watch my pick up my glass and my pottery and all the antiques and stuff. Golf clubs was wood handle ones for me. And then I found out from these guys I can get $70 for a driver. Then I'm going to grab it. So, hey, you know what? There's enough people in here. I think I'm going to hang out for a little bit. So I'm going to run and get a beer. I'm going to take my first 2 and 2. I'll be right back. So hang out. Chat's nice and easy to stay with tonight, and I like that. Be right back. I don't think it's cold. I think it's your turn.
No, it's pretty cold outside. That's my hot take. It wasn't the best outside, but it's nonetheless.
Yeah. Holy shit, man.
So Jasmine's gone. She said she was like
It's done.
sad because she's missing my last holiday. Which
Oh.
is just funny because
Oh,
I used to be so scared of her.
look. I know what you guys see when I walk out of the room. This is piggish, and it is. This room's in shambles, but we got some major construction going on here. So, got the new floor in the next room. I'm going to build this room up, get the proper lighting in here. That'll make me actually look like I'm 50 instead of 70. So, it's coming. It's coming. And those of you that read my forehead, give me an evening before you start telling me what my future is. So there you go. See, there you go. That's a question for one of these golf club guys. I'll tell you what, Heidi, I was getting ready to throw out golf clubs. I was going through the ones, and there's an old rusty pair. And I start to take them trash can, and I walk back. This is true. I Googled it. I comped it on eBay, and bang, bang. I put them on. They were going the next day, $50, and they were part of the free deal. So, good thing I did not cash in on them. Good night, Dave. Everybody, good night, Dave. The funky sounds. Well, I got action going on. I got the kid coming home from work, and my wife's in there decorating for Christmas, and the other one's down in the basement. When he comes up, he stomps like a herd of elephants. So there's all kinds of crazy crap. Underpants show. What's up there, wild man? This dude, he jumps in when I'm acting silly on when I'm yard sailing in the summertime on that stinking Instagram. Well, this room, the basement, Jim. No, what's nice is that cabinet there. Not the drunk dummy. He's still down from. That's the grand showcase. But this thing's ugly behind me. It's just got some stuff all in there, and you can't really figure. You just see glass insulators, which is one of my big things. But when I get this going, I'll have that whole wall, and it might start tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. Happy dreams. Things book B seen my fairy lamp thing. Those are going to go on eBay, and that's where the only place I do. If you're local, I do Facebook Marketplace. I would sell things if you were local. Like tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, I have a guy buying a pedal tractor from me, and that's my last pedal car too. Those things sell. I just wouldn't want to ship them. They're too big. You know what though, Heidi? A lot of people, if they follow, and you got like 1,000 people you're following, and you're following 1,000 people, that crap goes through real quick. So you don't see what people post because it goes through too quick. Unless somebody's posting constantly and they repost and stuff. I get because I don't look at Instagram much except to find that silly stuff where the little clips of like dogs saying macaroni and chicken strips and stuff. Silly crap like that, or the one that what's your name, Tony? That's the stuff I see on Instagram to just kind of repost to buddies. Soapbox Derby. No, the pedal cars are the pedal. They had pedals on. They weren't Soapbox Derby. I would buy those too because those. I don't know if people still do that. I think police organizations and stuff do that still. They have where kids get in there and get in their things and they do that. But mine were all the old pedal cars and pedal tractors. They pop up on Facebook Marketplace and I buy them when they're cheap. So if I can get it for 50 and sell for 150, why not? Facebook is still a good place to sell big things, furniture. I don't know what Stork Stacker does, but I think that's where he probably unloads a lot of his stuff. Is like on Facebook Marketplace and crap like that. So that's why I mess with this. The only Soapbox Derby and I do is put on a football helmet, and go down the driveway with the tractor, just to get somebody to laugh. And the guys at work do. So what the hell? What the hell? It's just something to laugh about. So, who's full from Thanksgiving still? Me. Who's got leftovers? We wiped them out in one day. Who's you don't see what? Me ride pedal cars on YouTube. Or what are you talking about? You don't see that stuff. You want good God, Heidi, if you're in California, get on Facebook Marketplace and hit the marketplace, man. Join the groups and you will see everything you need. Local takes one. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Choke oat. Still clowning through half a pie. Oh, our pie is almost done. We had a cake and pie. I got a teenage boy here, so he's eating half the house. And if we don't feed him, I'm afraid he's going to chew on the couch. So I've got to we got to keep stuff here for him. He can eat a whole box of cereal in one night. He's crazy. So, which pie? That's what I should have. Top 10. I think I did the top 10 pies. I think I threw my top number one pie is definitely the chocolate mousse. No, peanut butter pie, number one. Easily. On the Oreo crust. Oh, with whipped cream on top. Oh my God. Food orgasm. Oh, the things I like on Instagram, look on the bottom. You got your home. The next one's that eyeglass or the magnifying glass. Click on that, and all the silly clips come up. So you'll see the dogs saying macaroni and cheese, and you'll see the people that crash, and you'll see all that crazy crap. Couple dogs ripping up crap, saying they're going to do bad dog stuff, and it's right there. So hit the bottom row. There's a house. That's the first. I guess that's your home, of course, and then the next one's the hourglass. That's the one you click on. It's got all the little 1-minute clips. Some of them are funny. And the one morning guy goes, "Good morning, my neighbors," and somebody yells, "Hey, F you," and he goes, Yes, F you too. That's the silly stuff that's on there. Some of it's just garbage, but a lot of it's funny. So to me it is, because I'm silly anyway. Kansas City Picker, I watched you today on your auction. How'd it go? We're discussing anything and everything, and of course, it is a 2-drink minimum. That is my second beer has been drunk or consumed. So it's drinking overtime. So that's what we're doing. I'm done with all that. Today the turkey was gone. Now it's back to normal. Tomorrow, ham and cheese sandwich. So whoop-de-doo. So there you go. Okay. Vet school. I've seen your videos, dude. All right, Wild Man, not Mad Man. Let's just call it Wild Man, all right? So your thing went good there. So 2 would be doing me. Well, I've got 2, 3, 4, but these are light beers. They're like, I work hard all week. When the weekend comes, I am going to have a few light beers. Oh my God, Kansas City, I have insulators. That cabinet's full. I got whole shelves full down in the basement. This guy's passed out right now. Things I have, my top 10 collections are insulators, Coleman lanterns, which there's only a couple in here. So there they are up top. Typewriters, Hot Wheels, Red Lines, of course, old tube radios. Did I say typewriter? I got it's not a collection, but I buy them because they sell. Is the old carry case sewing machines, glass, pottery, and rounded off with the hell else? Any toys, vintage toys, big vintage toys. So, teacups. Let's not mention teacups because I like those too. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people laugh and they might giggle and stuff. Teacups are worth money, man. Get the old English bone china teacups, and they're worth a little bit of money. So, watch my videos. It's real simple on that. And ephemera, I got a ton of that crap too, but I'm not collecting. Hey, Shad, what's up? Good to see you stop in. Shad Juice got a great channel. He does well at yard sales, and he likes the video games. He likes anything that sells, because I'm pretty sure he's a full-time seller. And if he isn't, he's 3/4 time seller. So that's good. Hey, Kathy KK's here. What's up, man? Here's an insulator right here. I'll show you one okay one. Do I have them behind me? Okay. These are the basics. Let me just go over these are just basic glass insulators. Nice color. This one has like a 7-Up green to it, so it's kind of more desirable. These are called beehives. So these are worth about $5 to $10. You start getting amber swirls in them or all that stuff, then they go up and up and up. Then there's your real basics, which are stuff like this. These little, well, this one's pretty good because it's a Hewley, or Brook. But these are your 5, and a lot of them are just Brookfields or Hemingway's basic ones. They're not any big deal, but then some of these get the big money, and you get the cobalt blues and ambers and stuff. You can start going in the hundreds, and you can go into the thousands easily. It's just like any other collectible. There's big shit, and then there's smaller stuff. So there's big and there's small, and I have it all the way across because I got a pretty nice collection. I bought people's collections, so it's what I collect. Part times. Oh, you got a full-time gig. Well, you're a little busier than me. Oh my God, you should the stuff I have. I'm surprised my wife hasn't thrown me out of the house. Thank God we got a big shack and we got a full basements, because that's where it all is down there. And that's not even counting like when you start getting into Halloween stuff, and oh my God, that's another big money category. Oh, beer cans too. Cone tops though, only cone tops. Always nice to see you stop in, KK. Stop in any old time. We're always open. I don't discriminate on anybody that comes into my chats, just so they're not getting too silly. So. No, I'd go with a big enough box that I can, but the bubble wrap I use is like, it's not that little teeny bubble wrap crap, and it's very, very firm bubble wrap because I get it from hospital. So this is stuff they're sending all the funky stuff to the hospitals. So I'm lucky there. I can wrap it and I can drop it right in front of me. It's not going to break. And they pay for the shipping. I don't worry about what people pay for shipping. If they want it, they're going to buy it. I know the resellers that are full time have their own gigs and their own things they do, but when it comes to glass and china, you better wrap the living crap out. I don't do it with newspaper, and I don't do it with like that like brown bag paper. I use bubble wrap. Double, triple, quadruple wrap it. Feel comfortable when it goes in there. It's not going to break. So I haven't had any of those break. I've had glass break because I got sneaky and tried to stuff stuff in the box, and then it breaks, and you pay the price. So, do you have the red or blue? I have a red commemorative, and I do have lots of blue. One cobalt. Oh yeah, well he's quiet because he's still worn out from the turkey dinner yesterday. Yeah, same colors as your bong. Absolutely. Kansas City, I'll tell you what, do a video on what you got or show them on one of your lives, or if you got, well, you have Instagram, I'm pretty sure. Show some pictures there, but look, time out. I'll show you some out of the vault. So here we go. Let the magic begin. This, believe it or not, that's Cobalt Blue. That's the real McCoy. So, yard sailing back in the day. I walk up the yard and I said, "You got radios?" And he said, "Yeah." So that German radio up there is a tube radio, which works. And it's, I forget what they're called, but they're desirable, and I know it, so I bought it. And we plugged it in. It took a minute, and it warmed up, and then it sounded beautiful. But that, he had a box of these. I said, "How much for the insulator?" He said, $1 a piece. I got that. That's a $400 insulator. So that's not dyed. People dye these and they ruin them. So that's what happens. And then there's browns and there's all that. There's funky shapes. So that's, you want to look at what you have, because most of them are just what they are, $1. They're no big deal. But that's my what I collect. So that's why you see that stuff. Bingo. That's right. If you like playing bingo, head over to either Johnny or KK's channel. They do bingo at night, and I thought Johnny does it in the daytime or something. That's Cage and Johnny. So insulators were for telephone poles. Come on. I should say, but railroad tracks anywhere, there were millions of them. Just like they were an insulator until the ceramic ones. If you look at a telephone pole, you're going to see ceramic insulators where the wire wraps around and then goes. Something to keep, I don't know what the purpose is, but they keep the bird able to land on the wires without falling off each time dead. I guess that's what they're for. Oh shit! Hold on, time out there. So that's what you get them for. Mark 63. It's the beer and the bird weekend. You know what? You're exactly right. Tommy, how you doing, Tommy? That auction tomorrow is promising. If I can get away. I will be there, but it won't be till 2:00. There's China teacups. There's McCoy pottery. I looked at the picture. See, he goes to this auction downstate, and there's some good stuff there. A lot of times, I want to see what's down there, but it's an hour away, and I got to see what the families do. The Christmas season's coming up, so we'll see what's happening. You know. I want to start hitting auctions. If I went full time, I'm definitely going to hang out at auctions, because that's where the gold is. Yard sales are good, but auctions are real good, especially if you get one of those ones that are off the grid a little bit. Green and brown, if they're not ceramic and they're brown, they're good ones. So that's how you get some nice mix of glass. Amber glass is good, believe me. You have to do a little thing on it, Kansas, and I'll see what you have, or text me some pictures on Instagram. I'm Jam Dad over there, so I think we follow each other on Instagram. If not, pick me up, Jam Dad. Ooh, that is, chat's starting to jump just a little. So the history man is here. He said the history man. Future vintage radio repairman. Are you messing with them? I'll tell you what, the German radios are big stuff. Lauren, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you stop in. No, I've sold none, Heidi's. I wouldn't stuff. If you got the right bubble wrap, I don't think you need to worry about it. You only got a little bitty hole in this later anyway, where the tag went screwed up in there. So I wouldn't bubble wrap them, man. Just bubble wrap them, put them in a big box, and if somebody wants it, when it comes to collectibles, if they want it, they're going to pay the shipping. People worry about if you're selling books and stuff. That's where they're starting, I think, to worry about shipping costs. People that want collectibles aren't going to worry about shipping. I don't think. I might be totally wrong, but I've never. It takes a little bit of time to get rid of things, but it does go. And how you doing, Donna? Donna Diamonds. How you been? Yes, that's the names of the radios I picked up. And I found them and they play. I wouldn't buy them if they didn't because I don't repair them. And that one up there plays. And they sound great. And they've got the Bakelite case. So it's all good. Big Philly Thrift. How you doing? Good to see you come in. How was my turkey? It was wonderful. I made it in the bag with just a teaspoon of flour. So I'm not a big time cook, but I can make a turkey. My daughter made some vegan potatoes and she made vegan stuffing. It was all good. You throw unvegan gravy on everything and it's all good. You just mix it in the plate. So everything went well. I get my family here and we're a small group and it's all good. So we're down to one grandpop, me, my wife, and 3 kids. So very close knit, except the boy. Nah, he's good. Joe Deals, how you doing? Good to see you come in here. And here comes Key Lime Kisses. Damn, almost missed the whole show. No, I'm hanging out just a little bit. We've got a couple more beers left. I've been explaining about well, it's just like any other show I've ever had. Bad lighting, bad audio, and just open chat. So if you like those 3 things, you'll hang out for a while. If not, you'll go on to the next show. And I definitely have not got long blonde hair and blue eyes, so and nice white teeth. There's one girl that's doing Friday nights that I'm not going to say her name, but she's got perfect teeth, man. These things are like white. She's got definitely bleach before she goes on live. So nice person. I just don't hang out there. So Carter P, you're too kind. Thank you so much, Carter P, with the super chat. I don't have any animals that pop up or loud, obnoxious noises. I just say thank you. So thank you, Carter. And that'll go to a good cause. YouTube will take 90% and I'll get 10 cents from that. So thank you, Carter P. Now, I think you get like, what's YouTube take? 40% or something? Bird killers. Now that's the wires. That's keeping the birds and squirrels so they don't die. So getting a little bit behind now. Yeah. Well, I had something behind there propping him up, and I listed it. So he's got to lay down for a while. That typewriter's low. I'm going to have to put a bigger typewriter there in front. So. Record players are good. All that stuff. Everything's good, man. So. Nah, the turkey was good, man. It's all but gone. All but gone. That turkey did not last. Yeah, so that's what I don't know if only way I sell books is if they're like old Bibles or something funky. I really don't look through books. Some people have knack of looking through books and they'll sit there. If I hit anything, I never go to the books. Never. I just haven't. I don't want to go through them. There was a free pile one time, and I took them because they had one that grabbed my attention was the Hawaiian shirt book. It's thick, one of coffee table jobbers. And I said, I know this will sell, and God darn it, it did. So that's why I grabbed it. It was a cool book. I actually looked through it and stuff, and there's a history behind Hawaiian shirts and the single stitch, the pineapple flare, the surfboard and the car, all those cool Hawaiian shirts, and they actually are. Uh, but there was a whole thick book on it, and I sold it. Somebody bought the damn thing, so you can't beat it. Myself, if I full time, one thing definitely, well, it's already here. It would be golf clubs. I mean, that's an easy one. Easy. You know what? The series of DVDs and stuff. The DVDs, I sell those at yard sales. So yeah, there you go. That's what I do. Kyle, how are you? Good evening tonight to Kyle, and good evening to everybody. Happy Black Friday. Matter of fact, it's the Christmas season. If you're not excited about this time of year, then either you're just not with it. I guess some people get depressed at Christmas and I feel bad for you. This is my favorite time of year, from Halloween till New Year's Eve. A lot of fun. The only thing that sucks is January and February. There's no yard sales, and in March in my area. Yeah, I'd like to see what you have because you don't know. I'm telling you, some of them are gems, and a lot of them aren't worth diddly. But it's all about milky swirls or amber swirls and junk. You don't want them cracked. You don't want them broke unless they're rare. If they don't have threads inside them, you have something really special. You're in Kansas, so you're not going to have the really old ones. I believe you're in Kansas because you're the Kansas picker, but you're going to have the railroads ran through Kansas. It's a big state, so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. Kyle's doing well, and I am too. You have some polish too. I'll tell you what, the chat's picked up a little hangout, a little. I have to take it 2 and 2 because my beer is gone. So I'm going to be back in 2 and 2. I got to go down to the vault, grab a couple cold ones, and then we'll continue the show. So if you're here, hang out. If not, have a good evening. I'll be right back. 2 and 2. Yeah, but it's now I'm crippled. Ooh. Just my wife just moved the box of RS Prussia to the basement. Didn't tell me. Puts it right in the doorway in a dark area. I smashed my toe and it hurt. Yes. Now I'm in pain. She's trying to take me out. She's tired of the junk. Hold on. Not sure. If Heidi's talking to me, you would have bought it. Are you talking to me, Heidi? 2 beers and a poop. Didn't do the poop. Got to cancel the show because that's a whole different atmosphere when you go to do something like that. So, oh, the that Hawaiian shirt. If you're talking about that, I think it went for like $24 or something. That was a cool book, but you can only look through a book once or twice, and then you gotta let it go. You just do. So that's how that. Oh, that's the cold one. Here's the suds. Got to do the suds. Who's ate fruitcakes? That's a question for the chat. Who has ate fruitcakes? Because I have never been to a place where the fruitcake is. Is it good, actually? It's like there's another one. What the hell's that one cake? That one, or the pie. What's that plum pudding pie plus something? That one's actually good. That's like thick. Older books, yeah. I don't even want to mess with older books. I've seen books from the 1800s, and they're still, you comp them, they're still not worth diddly, and so I don't even mess with them. Old Bibles seem to do good. Something, you know what? I got a guy that I work with that sold a book for thousands and thousands of dollars at an auction. He had something from like the 1600s. And back in the time, there weren't many books. Only the rich had them. There were no libraries. There were nothing. And this dude found it, and he knew that's what he does, is goes after books. So he had one that he got that big payday on, and that was a big one too. But if I'm in a pick where we're doing a clean out, I'll mess with books and look at them after I've looked at everything else. But if my car is full, I won't go back and look. But if I see that big fat Bible that looks like it's like a foot long by a foot long and it's about that thick, 9 inches thick, I grab those. There's old family Bibles. They're 1800s. They're always, and if you go through them, sometimes there's money in between the pages. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a family portrait. There's death notices. There's all that history is in that big ass book. Yes, they could. Heidi, do you watch Harry Potter? You get along good with my daughter. Books are cool, and you'll know when you go in areas or a yard sale, you'll see encyclopedias and stuff. I don't even want to see them. I don't want to see Time Life. I don't want to see any of that stuff. But you'll look, and if you see something funky, you'll know it's an old Bible or something like that. And you'll say, "Oh shoot, that looks cool." Because I bought the old 1800s. God darn, they were like a magazine type book back then. I forget what they're called, but I got 2 in the basement. I took the 2 best looking ones, and they still did not have much value. They're worth like $10, $12. So they're no big deal. Oh yeah, I whacked it, Heidi. I gave it a good whack. Hey, Misha, how you doing? Misha, I thought you were Arizona, but you're Texas. So, um, how you doing? Is it still hot there? That's the question. Misha, we're talking smack tonight on books, antiques. You know, the old open category. It's the 2 drink minimum. Uh, just sit around and chat. So, if there's a book right now that I want, is the Coleman Lantern book. It's like that thick, and the damn thing sells for over $100 because they didn't make many. There are a lot of Coleman Lantern people out there, and that's why that book is desirable. And you're talking about your resource books. You're probably exactly right. If it's a collectible and they only made a few books on it, I think that book is desirable. So it's worth grabbing. Cold. See, the plus stuff is good though. Prince Chris makes good money off plush, and I ignore it, and I shouldn't. Uh, there was a pile of plush just 4 videos ago. If you watch it, you'll see it was an end of the year video, and I didn't pick up much. I got my Ronald Reagan mask at this yard sale. There's a box of plush, and on top there's a Winnie the Pooh blanket. And I sat there and videotaped it with my phone, or taped it, or whatever the hell you guys call it now. But as soon as I posted that video, one of Danielle, Yard Sales and Dreams, she sends me a picture of that blanket that sold for $109. So it's vintage. It was Winnie the Stinking Pooh. It's Disney. And she shows me the pictures of what they sell for. I said, "You son of a gun. I know it was $1. I know it for a fact. I could have got it for $1." So you can't know about everything, but God darn it, when you miss something that's worth $100, it makes you just go, wow. Gooey enough fruitcake. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had the fruitcake. Far north. Hey, Anfisa. See, this is Alaska's in here. That's another thing. Kansas City Picker was the first Kansas person. Where's the Nebraska pickers and stuff like that? Every state's got pickers. And here's our Alaskan picker right here. And kind of, are you, Anfisa, would you think you're not a survival? Are you off the grid? Is that what you consider yourself? Kind of. I don't think you're completely off the grid, but I know you live in your trailer, and I think you do, and you grow your own food and all that stuff, and you wrestle with grizzly bears. So, are you off the grid if you're still in here? And that's what hobbies are about, history, man. That's exactly what they're about. Yeah, that's all that stuff's cool. If you find town ledgers and stuff like old stuff from the the old grocer or whatever, and they have all that stuff in there. That stuff I believe is desirable. It's not. That's not really a book though. It's kind of. I guess it's a book, but it's not a book. So the Gutenberg, the who? What? See, that's why I don't want to get. I know to stay away from Beanie Babies. HP. I live. Watch. I live HP. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, we are totally off the grid. So you are off the grid. So that's cool. So a lot of your stuff is that's you want to watch off the grid, YouTuber, blogger, right there, Anfisa, worth a watch, and she sells, buys and sells too. I'm pretty sure so. She's got it all going on. She is a multitasker YouTuber. Just when she wrestles with Grizzlies, that would be a 1 million view. That's what we've got to say. No, I don't want to go attacking Grizzlies just to get a million views. So they'll rip you apart. You don't want any of that stuff. Hold on, time out. I missed Heidi. That's right. You know what, though, Heidi? You know what you're looking. There's some things that are easy sells, like concert T-shirts and size 14 Michael Jordans and stuff like that. So if you're reselling, there are easy sells. That's why pay attention to resellers and you'll know what they are. And I think golf clubs is another one. So Ginger Hog, what's going on there? Take one. And see, I have still. I don't think I've messed with a fruitcake. I mean, I've had some cool stuff. What's that plum pudding? I think it's called plum pudding or that bread crumb pudding or whatever. That's good. I actually like that one. So see, Sam Fisa is actually in a big log cabin. So there you go. Mm-mm. You're not off the grid, Mark. That's actually pretty funny. Off the grill's good, and it tastes good too, especially if you know how to cook. So technically, anyone, I guess, is off the grill. Yeah. Oh, is she coming home? Is Ken still in there? All right. The wife is heading off to the Golden Throne room for the night. So, wow. And the dog. I don't think that dog's going up with you, but other than it is. So there you go. So let me ask Anfisa if you're still in here. Have you ever went out to the trash and there's a stinking grizzly nearby? And does it freak you out? Or do you just go, you use one of those like blow one of those damn boat things, those horns, those air horns, and scare the shit out of it. Shooting breakfast to eat off the grid. Yeah, I guess no, that's just called cheap food, I guess. I've had a lot of them get away, Heidi, but I'm done okay. I just you can't know it all. You just can't. So everybody's got their own knack. I've got a good spread myself. I know something about games. I know something about electronics. I know definitely antiques. If it's old, I'm grabbing it, especially if it's cheap. So that's what I do, and it works. So are you on the coast? You're probably on the coast, so you probably got a better chance of seeing an orca. Now I don't know what the hell you're seeing out there. I guess you're not seeing bears. I bet you the mosquitoes are biting the hell out of you in the spring now or in the summertime. I do know they're up all over in Alaska. So, oh, we're still talking about fruitcake. Okay, so if you're locking up your trash, then you might have wolverines and stuff like that too. You got all kind of wild shit up there, and Yetis, which you'll never see, but they're out there. I know it. Piece of kids show. Who's that? Glad to meet you there, Sabiso. Is that Shabisho? I think that is. That is somebody kids show. A moose. Yes, exactly. It's probably one of Andrew's buddies sneaking in here. You better stop. Well, you guys are all older now too. You're not gonna learn any new sayings from me though. So anything I say is ancient. Mostly moose. Well, you don't want to mess with moose. And you definitely, I've heard the mosquitoes in Alaska are brutal. So by 70. I do. I've watched Anfisa, not lately though, because I don't have. I had her bell rung, but she's not popping up. So, Anfisa, I owe you some views. I bet she's got a bunch of viewers, more than me. So there you go. She don't need my watch. Anfisa, you're on the watch list. I would watch these two, but they're past my bedtime. Anytime I see them is like 2 o'clock in the morning when I have to get up to go to the bathroom. Colorado, Colorado's got the black bears. They'll nail you. They're definitely trash can visitors. So Ginger Hive doesn't eat meat. Neither is my daughter. I'm not giving up on it yet. So full time Delaware seller coming for you, huh? No kidding. Tomorrow, I'll tell you what I seen in the pictures again down in good old Lincoln. There's some good looking stuff down there. Lord, if I come, it's going to be 2 o'clock. That's when it's supposed to be indoors. The stuff out on the dirt don't look appealing, but I seen pictures sneaker. I'm not going to. I told Tom, and there wasn't much there, and he went late and filled his car. That goddamn Homestone. I'm not living listening to him. So, I'm not giving you my forecast on any more stuff. All I can say is for myself. What I seen today in those pictures looked like a banging sale tomorrow. And if that was next door to here, I'd be dropping bids. I wish you could do that. So there's teacups. There's like 40 teacups. There's teapots. There's McCoy. There's glass. There's a lot of good stuff. So no kidding, Sabiso. How you doing, neighbor? I'm here. Middletown. Selling a pedal car tomorrow. So that's first thing in the morning. Pedal car, coffee. There's nothing until 2 o'clock. So if I go downstate, you will see a video. If I don't, Tommy will still fill his car up. With me or without me. He's got a good gig down there across the street from me. That's torture, man. If you're a smoker and you run out of cigarettes and you're hardcore, that's bad. That's like an alcoholic almost. After an hour, they want to smoke. So you're not worried about them in the winter. So see, she's not posting much. So I am forgiven. Thank you, Anfisa. But I guarantee you one thing: start showing the Yetis and the moose and the caribou and elk and all that other stuff. I don't think you have elk. I know you have moose and deer, and I don't know about wolverines either. So half off today and half off tomorrow. What time we got here? Oh shit, it's 11:30. We're gonna go a little bit more, and then I'm gonna say Caboso. I'm gonna be out of here. Done. What have I been going for? They always had StreamYard used to have something up here and told me how long I've been on, and it's not doing that today. So, is that the new and lovely StreamYard? I start playing with some of these little buttons on here, but it probably shut me off or give me an injection seat. So, we have Bigfoot. I know you do in Feast. I am a big believer in Bigfoot. I know he's up there. Just be careful with him. He kidnaps women. So we don't want you to be another missing Alaskan. See, they keep that crap quiet too because they know they're kidnapping you guys up there. It's all top secret. Crop circles in the Midwest and kidnap people up in the Canadian territories and Alaska. They'll blame it on the Russians. So there you go. Oh Lord, I'm starting to feel like this guy right here. It's been I had to go to work today. I had to get up early today, so that's just how it goes. Chat's been good tonight. It's been nice and slow, and I like that. It's not been popping. Nothing's popping tonight. Everybody, I don't know how it is in your area, but it's dead here, so it has become what we'll call yard sale, not yard sale, but estate sale, auction time of year, and Facebook Marketplace where I've been killing it. But other than that, hadn't been too bad. So, money. Wash your hands first. Are you talking to me or are you talking typing to your husband and something like that? Or is this another chat? Nah. It's trash is already out, so I'm all good. And see there you're talking about when we getting kidnapped by the Yetis. So that it's happened. And then they disappear. And then they make a movie on it, and then of course they make Yeti number 2 and 3 and the off the grid people and all that good stuff. So, all right, I've been rambling on for over 2 hours here, or over an hour anyway. I think there used to be a little time in the quarter. Oh, there it is, right there. That son bitch is there. It's been an hour and 30 minutes of nonstop, whatever. But I am going to relax, get rid of my empties, and call it a night. I thank everybody for stopping in. We had people all the way from Alaska. Now it's what time is it out in Alaska? Probably around, if it's 1:30 here, it's not 1:30. Who's out? Who's in the other room? Was that what I think I heard?
Are you on your live stream right now?
Wow, that is a banger.
Are you on your live stream right now?
Yes, I am. Dad, well, you're noisy in there stomping around. I tell you, kids stomp. They stomp, and that one weighs 120 pounds of stomps. So they're crazy. No, but all right. What time is it here? It's 11:30 here, so that means in Alaska it's like 6 o'clock or something like that. Some 7, 6. It's dark because I think it's winter, so you didn't get any daylight no matter what. So native trails, yes, and one of it's the Yeti. You know they're up there. I know it. You have you're in Georgia, you've got that big woodpecker that's as big as a eagle down there flying around. The ivory bill or something like that. So he's deep in the forest. I know he's still alive. So there you go. Good night, Ginger. Ginger Hive, glad you stopped in. I'm just 7:30 in Alaska. So we can say 7:30 in Alaska and probably 14 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to be a warm one, 22 high. We've got winds out of the northwest at 14 miles per hour. And it's Orchid Day here in Alaska. So don't forget, say, we love the orchid in Alaska. That might be the 5 o'clock news. And so here's the 5 o'clock news in Alaska. Tonight's headlines: pine trees are being destroyed at a rate of 4 acres per day, and we need to slow this down. There's a fire. 4 people wrecked on the icy roads today, and there's no whale hunt for the Inuit because of bad weather. The fog is coming in, and you cannot see the Norwalk or whatever that one is with the long point. They're still allowed to attack. So I'm just saying what would be on Alaska news. Today's highs are 22. We have daylight for 1 hour. So am I right, though? Do you have California's 8:30? So there you go. 4 -4. I was close. So you need a vacation. So where you go to vacation? Like Fairbanks? No, Fairbanks is real cold. Okay. Where would be let's go down south to I guess you'd go down to Vancouver for the warm weather. No possums. There you go. So bush plane crashes. There you go. That's a glacier. There you go. Bush plane crashes in the glaciers. 2 are missing. Bear traps are now illegal. So if you're using them, stop. Okay, that's enough nonsense. And don't tease Alaskans because they get paid to live there. Some kind of government check, but and I don't blame them. They're trying to keep Alaska green and keep visiting. It's a beautiful state. It's gigantic and it's beautiful. So that's it for me. I've done enough nonsense for tonight. Heidi and hung out from the beginning, and so's a few other people. I'm glad to see everybody in here. Shad's here. Do not eat the yellow snow. That's anywhere. Don't you go where the Huskies go? Don't you like the yellow snow? That's a Frank Zappa song, matter of fact. If I pick up anything tomorrow, of course, there'll be a video. If not, I probably might even come on again tomorrow night. We'll see. Because yard sales are done, so now it's the live chat season. So be sure to join me the next time when I come on here and talk about nothing again. So that's just how I do it. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it sucks, and I don't even last that long. And some of you think it sucks the whole time, so that's just the way it goes. So everybody have a great evening. It's Christmas shopping season. Make sure you stop and give $1 to the Salvation Army or some change. Them people out there ringing the bell, put some money in the pot. It won't hurt you. It will not break you. So there we go for that. Everybody have a great evening. Happy treasure hunting, happy selling, happy doing whatever you do. And until the next time, I'm Harry Homestone saying later. Thanks everybody for coming in. I appreciate every one of you. So good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.